Yes, we gotta play another game that's not really anime, but it's called Island Saver by Natwest. Now, I never heard of this game before. It was kind of free for the PS4 store. Has some microtransactions and whatnot. Yeah, I had to turn the music because it's so loud. So I don't even know. So I never heard this game before, and I think this is one of those games that's all about pollution and trying to usually clean the environment. And apparently this game was kind of on my radar. It was kind of cool, and I want to usually get some gameplay before I actually want to play this around. I saw some gameplay before I actually end this, because after maybe 12 o'clock I won't be able to make another video till tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna be busy because I had to practice Photoshop and whatnot. But I want to play Island Saver. Now, as I said, I actually want to usually source a gameplay first, actually see what this game is all about. Because, you know, it's been ages since I actually want to play a different game. So it's a first person shooter type. And apparently you can't swim at all. Yeah, apparently you can't swim in water. So it's like, it's a decent game to say at least, but I had to give it. So I never usually played this game before, and it's kind of confusing to say at least. I don't really expect that much in this game, to be honest. I mean, the whole premise about this game. I get that the whole premise is all about teaching kids or teaching somebody that was like it's actually battle. But it's not really that interesting. So this game has some content. I actually don't even know what this game is all about. What's the target demographic? I mean, I assume this game is all about keeping the environment clean and taking care of pollution. I wouldn't be surprised, to say the least. I mean, it's one of those indie games that has some potential, and it really does usually it really does usually make it creative, usually a creative approach to usually take care of the environment. I don't know the whole detail, but I guess this game has a I guess this game has a lot of potential, to say the least. And pretty much this game has a lot of creativity going on for its time. I don't even know what to say. Really, I did say that this game is actually kind of decent, to say the least. And it's not really a bad IP, to say the least. It's just one of those indie games that's kind of weird. There was like a lot of advertisement, and it was kind of obscure. Look, I don't even know how this game came to be. I guess this game was more of a PSA to take care of the environment. I tried to usually care for the environment by recycling, I guess. I wouldn't know. It's like, I think it's like Captain Mari. That's some sense. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of commentate this type of games because really I don't know the whole premise, and it's really kind of confusing to usually give some commentary if the game does have any potential. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I should create all for area. Okay. So what we actually use the currencies for? It's beyond me. I don't know. My voice has been kind of wary since I actually reviewed White Boys with Attitude, The Pursuit of Money. And it was kind of weird to usually commentate it because it was actually kind of difficult to usually commentate it at the same time. As I said, I mean, I just need to take a break from playing another bad game for a while. I mean, I don't have any potential, but it is what it is. So my only saving grace so far is that the game has some decent maneuvers in terms of gameplay design. I mean, it's not a bad game per se. It's not a bad game. I mean, I want to be surprised, but I mean, it's not every day you actually get a game. It's not every day you actually get a game that's actually kind of decent to say the least. I don't know what to say, but the game itself is as so apparently they now the game says teach me about the economy, which is kind of strange, but you know they're trying their best to usually make this game a family friendly. Who's a far horse beyond me, but I guess this game teaches kids how to take care of their environment. I don't know who's the target demographic, but you know if you like playing indie games, this is your cup of tea. Go ahead. This may work out with you. Now I'm gonna play this for 1 hour because honestly, I just want to show some gameplay to say the least. But I was wanting to know if this game has any potential or whatnot. Try to make sure this game has a lot of detail. It's a cool game. I'm actually stunned that this is actually a decent game that actually is actually reaction. It has some content to say the least. I don't know what to say. I mean, this game is actually kind of decent. It's not bad, and it's actually kind of creative. It's relaxing, and it has more potential than it actually meets the eye. You know, I mean, as I said before, if it has online multiplayer, that we actually could be good. I mean, to be fair, I mean, this is one of those games that has a lot of potential in terms of quality control and a lot of creativity. I can't really speak on my behalf because it's actually kind of difficult to actually give commentary. I will admit that this is one of those titles where it has a lot of potential and it doesn't really put any punches. And I guess this can teach you about the economy and taxes and stuff. So I guess it's supposed to be educational. I wouldn't know. This game doesn't really give you that much detail. But it's safe to say that this game is kind of creative for any game, man. It doesn't really put any punches. It has some achievements, but I don't even know. I'm kind of silent on this title. It's actually kind of decent, and it doesn't really suck. If I was silent most of the duration of this video, that means that this game is actually kind of good at a standpoint. And it's not usually that much bad. It's not a bad game. It's you know, it's a different experience I have so far. I didn't really expect this game to be different, but it works. I mean, if you, this is actually one of those where executed games I usually play so far. Besides any first-person shooter, I'm not a casual gamer by any chance. This is one of those IPs where it has a lot of potential. It has more creativity than I was posting. It's kind of hard to say, but it does work to say the least. I would say that this is one of the titles where, you know, they actually put a lot of thought and effort into this. And I will admit, not a bad game to say the least. I played so many titles that may be kind of mediocre, but this is one of those titles that has a lot of potential to be a Game of the Year award. The only saving regrets I have so far is that I usually wish that the game has kind of context. But even then, I pretty much would say that, you know, it's a great rate if you want to kill some time. Not that else to say, but that's pretty much it. I don't even know what to say, but it's really kind of hard to say. But that's happened. The graphics seems kind of decent, and the graphics seems kind of well preserved of its time. I expect this game to be usually kind of different, but it is what it is. For once, they actually put a lot of effort into the gameplay design, and I'm actually kind of surprised. There's like some achievements, to say the least. And there's like badges and achievements we usually get. So I think there's actually some content, to say the least, and it's not actually bad to say. I mean, for once, I actually saw some gameplay, and that's pretty much it. I'm actually not surprised. It's actually kind of hard to say try to keep commentary because it seems peaceful, kind of cool, and kind of decent compared to all the titles I usually play. I don't know what to say. The game is just cool and different. It doesn't really suck. No glitches, no bugs. It's really kind of peaceful. Not bad. I wish that if the game itself has had some of all the creative uses, and that's what really failed. That's what really failed to impress me. My only best bet so far is that, you know, the game's got a lot of content and a lot of potential to be actual physical title. And there was more content and more variety, and then this could be good in the long run. And I wouldn't be surprised, to say the least. And the update's actually kind of good, so. Not the bad of the game, to say the least. I would say that the game itself. Only was that the game has some multiplayer, then the game could be interesting, to say the least. But beyond that, it's not really a bad title. I don't know what to say. It's not a bad game, and it's actually a decent game, to say the least. I don't know what to say. I mean, I play so many indie games before I keep getting myself sidetracked. I don't know why, but this seems to be the case. Whether a game is actually kind of good and kind of well executed, I don't say anything and just pause. I may give up too much dead air, but this is one of those things where I can't usually take this seriously.
Lashtik.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know what Lashtik means, but it does happen. I mean, it's a cool game. It has a lot of potential, and I think it's maybe more fun if it was multiplayer. That's saying. I don't know the whole detail, but this is one of those IPs where it has a lot of potential and it could be usually a big expansion in comparison. Can't say what I expected, but it is what it is. Beyond that, I don't even know what to say. This is one of those decent games that doesn't really suck, and it has a lot of potential to be a 4-hour indie game. only wish that this game has multiplayer, but that's about it. I may repeat myself, but I can't really say anything. The game is cool, and why not? And I might play this in my spare time if I have the chance. I might be able to, I don't know. Might be able to usually, use this to my own advantage. I got nothing else to say. It's a decent game for a free price. It has a lot of potential compared to all the games of the past. So I can't really criticize anything beyond that. I don't get all detail, but it is what it is. I can't usually argue about it. It's just one of those games that has a lot of decent variations, and it doesn't really suck. I'm not usually surprised, but it's actually kind of decent at least. It's kind of hard to say. I guess you could say that I'm not that easy to impress, but maybe this is not my cup of tea, but you know, I can't really say anything. Jesus, I suck at commentating. It's cool. I was It's not really a bad game per se. It's really, that's a decent game. Or I can't say anything. I don't have anything to say. The only thing I can say so far is that the game has a lot of potential and it doesn't really suck. And that's about it. Really, I can't really say anything about it. The game is kind of cool. If you want to get this to yourself, if you have a spare time, go ahead. I mean, as I said before, I have a lot of dead air. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's kind of hard to usually get commentary for a game that's actually kind of good. There's nothing bad about it. It's just one of those titles where it is one of those titles where I can't really give a lot of criticism because it's hard to even give criticism to the game that doesn't have any flaws. It's smooth, fluent, and not really tedious. And it has a lot of potential. And it's peaceful, and it doesn't really suck. It could be better with some variety, but I'm not complaining. The only thing I can say so far is that the game is the only thing I can say so far is that the game itself is kind of different compared to time. And I'm not complaining about it. It's so good to the point where I can't really give criticism. It's kind of hard to give criticism to the game that doesn't really have any bad gameplay elements. It never has. I don't know what to say. The only thing I can say so far is that the game itself is actually kind of decent, and it doesn't really suck in the comparison. So I give this a actual pass. I may be silent. To me, this game is not usually that bad in comparison, but I only wish there was some more content, but that's about it. Does it crash? Maybe. But that's beyond me. Not a bad setup, but could be better to say the least. And that's about it, to say the least. Okay, the game's not that bad in comparison. And that's about it. I may guess I'm dead out. I didn't say anything in the video. I paused in my sentences, but I'm just honest. The game is not that bad. The game is peaceful, kind of creative. There's like a lot of innovation and whatnot. And, you know, it's peaceful. The controls are actually easy to memorize, and it's not that difficult. And most of all, the game itself is free. Of course, it's like DLC, but it's actually optional, to say the least. So, for the most part, if you want to support the devs and actually want to give this game a chance, go ahead. This game is pretty much available. You can get it for a decent price, and you can pretty much try to get this to your own record. I don't have anything. I did something bad about this game. I don't have anything to say about it. But this is it. So, this is pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment, turn on notifications, whatnot. Rat-tat-tat. Sign up with a decent ultimatum. Goodbye. Hope you guys are ready for another video tomorrow, because I have a lot of things to do. I hope you guys are ready for another failure. Sign out, peace out, and happy Green Day, I guess. And stay safe in the summer heat. Don't get the sickness, don't get COVID or whatnot. And have a great day. Goodbye and good night.